Hi, welcome back to Halloween House. It is finally spring here in the Midwest. It's a little early to be planting anything that's not frost hardy, but sedum and stone crop can be planted any time of year. I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to propagate sedum, but they never tell you what to do with the leaves, and it annoys me. So I figured I would do my own YouTube video. I'm also going to show you a little bit of a different way of planting them to propagate them a little bit faster. So I will be starting with a Fuda glute stone crop, which I bought at Lowe's for $7.48. I'm going to turn this into about 1,000 new plants. It is possible. What you do is you take it out of your little container, and if you've seen the other YouTube videos, you see how they propagate, or you may already know how to do that. You pull a nice stem out. Sorry, I forgot to add a well-draining tray with a little bit of like sandy dirt. Work over that. This is important, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So if anything falls off while you're taking off the leaves or separating this plant, it's going to go into this tray. And I'll show you about that in a few minutes. And so what you want to do is you want to take the leaves off at the bottom, like this. And don't throw those leaves out. Put them in a nice, neat little pile. Okay. So now we have all that little bit exposed right there, and then you put that in a pile. And you do that this many times. It's a little time consuming. It'll probably take about a half hour, 45 minutes, but it's well worth it. If you want a sedum lawn, or if you just want an abundance of sedum or stone crop, this is going to get you there. So I will check back with you in about a half hour when I have all this the way I want it. Stay tuned. Okay, I have finished separating my plant, and I ended up with 3 things. This bin that I was working over, and as you see, it's just things that happened to fall off while I was separating the leaves to make these short little guys. And I have a pile of leaves. So whatever fell off when you were doing the first step, just make sure it's just sort of spread evenly. You don't want it all in one area. Just spread it out like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do with these leaves is we're going to take each one and we're going to just put it in the soil where you tore it off from the stem, and you just set them in the soil like that. Again, yes, a little bit time consuming, but it will be worth it. So just keep working, make it all even, get all those leaves in there. Because all this is going to make a new plant. And there you have it. I have all my leaves, some roots, some of those little stems. It's all nice and even. And that's the way you want it to look when you're done separating your plant. So now it will take some time for all those to grow. Obviously, you know, things just don't grow overnight. There's 2 times I like to do this. You can either do it in the spring, set your tray somewhere, nice sunny location outside, come back to it in the fall, and do it all over again with the original plant I showed you, because you're going to have probably 3 times as many as you started with. Or you could do it in fall, put it in the house, and then come springtime, it'll be ready. But it does take some time. You gotta wait for stuff to grow, unfortunately. Now we're gonna jump to what I'd like to do with the these. Now, a traditional way to propagate sedum or stone crop is they would have you take your little stem and simply put it in a container, just like that, and wait. Of course that works. We all know that works. But what I like to do is, wherever I want my sedum to spread quickly, or if I'm trying to establish a sedum lawn, is I lay it right on the ground, sideways like this. Because new growth comes from the exposed nodes. So you lay it sideways. And you throw some dirt on top. In the pot, it's going to take some time for that new growth to pop out of the dirt. This way, you're going to see growth much quicker. And there you have it, the beginnings of creating a sedum lawn. I just wanted to give you a quick example using the system that I just showed you with my Flunder group, however you pronounce it. This is Dragon's Blood sedum that I planted last spring. I don't even know where the beginning one was, but this is how much it spread from just that little bit I showed you. And that was spring, so then over the summer and fall I had a chance to grow. And now we're in a new spring, so it's starting its second year of life. And that's what you can end up with from just that little tiny stem. So thank you very much for watching our video. Hope you found it somewhat useful. My neighbor's waving at me. Hello, neighbor. Anyways, where was I? Yes, stay spooky. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more gardening videos. I'll be dealing with coleus. I'll be putting in a 50-foot wildflower garden, raised flower bed garden. All kinds of really neat, interesting stuff. So stay spooky.